What is going on, crypto family? This is your boy Random Arts coming with a quick video. And on today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Coinbase and a CTO. And guys, this market, I'm telling you, all the signs are pointing at CTO token. The exchanges are bullish, and it's even bleeding over into the stock market. Made a video about that yesterday, but now we're seeing reaction in the stock market based upon the CTO token. Like, this is what I'm talking about, guys. And I'm excited just to being able to accumulate a lot of these lower market cap CTOs in anticipation of them having the run up. Now, when I talk about CTO token, I'm not talking about a CTO token that was recently formed within the last 6 months. Those tokens rarely have that big pop. Not saying that it could not happen, but typically speaking, the ones that are more predictable, I should say, as far as with the CTO having a massive run up, they're at least in the market for a year as a CTO, a year or more, and the community is constantly grinding because day in and day out, the actions that are being taken, it is going to impact the overall outcome of that token. Now, before I dive too deeply into this video, do me a huge favor, smash that like button. It does not cost you a thing. Hit that subscribe button, and that don't cost you a thing as well. So go ahead and join the family, and that way we could discuss more and more about this market and how a lot of the things are currently morphing. Some people are so hung up on how the market was in 2021, 2022, and they're missing out on the biggest opportunity that is currently happening right now in the CTO because they expect the market to run the same way. That's the same mistake that some of the people who were in the market back in 2018, 2019, those are some of the mistakes that they made. They were thinking that 2021 market was supposed to be exactly like 2016, 2017, 2018. But what ended up happening is that they missed out on some of the biggest gains, such as, your Shiba Inu, like because people were like, oh, it's it's a poo coin, it's not a good coin, and all this and that, due to the fact that they were still stuck in their ways. So hopefully you guys are not getting stuck in your ways, and you're thinking that you mastered the market, or exactly how the market is supposed to go based upon one cycle. So get that out of your head. You got to adjust. You got to be like water. You gotta flow with how things are being, especially being maneuvered right now. So taking a quick look though at Bitcoin, like I mentioned before, Bitcoin, we definitely love to see Bitcoin surpass that all-time high on the weekly. So we still have a few more days, 4 more days until this candle close. Ideally, want to see the candle close above here. If it closed above here, then we are off to the races. And we've been seeing a lot of good news that's happening in the market, but the price of Bitcoin have not reacted to it. So again, there is heavy manipulation, heavy suppression on the price of Bitcoin. But when it comes to suppression on any assets, think of it like a soda or a pop. And you're just shaking it up, shaking it up, shaking it up, and you have not opened it yet. And as soon as you open the lid of the soda, it just burst out, and it just have like exaggerated burst on on the upward side. And I think that is what's going to happen to Bitcoin. It is going to be an exaggerated move due to the fact of all these different bad news, suppression, manipulation that's been happening in the market. So once it finally gets ready to go, guys, it is going to have a huge impact on the market. Not only for Bitcoin, potentially just running straight to two, three, $400,000 without any break, but the surrounding assets that's in the market is going to have an exaggeration as well too. So a lot of it, if you're not already in it, then you're going to be able to miss out. So just keep that in mind. Now, this is the post that I made. And again, it was pretty much talking about that. I say CTO token are the easiest play in this market. If you're not stacking heavily, heavy before Bitcoin rips, don't be surprised when you're on the sideline wondering how you missed it. Because it's timing the market is better than timing the market. Like right now, it's very, very hard to time the market. So because we're unable to time the market, you have to put time in the market, meaning buying at you know when it presents itself. Currently, right now, I'm still stacked, even though my bag size on Roaring Kitty is huge, guys. I have a huge bag in Roaring Kitty, but I've been steady stacking some more, stacking some more, stacking some more, because once everything really starts to blow, go to the upward side, what we're gonna see, guys, is no breaks. Like, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna see, like, boom, Roaring Kitty probably at the $50 million market cap. Next hour, boom, 100 million. 500 million, a billion. Like, it's gonna happen so fast to the point you guys are gonna be wondering, like, why the heck did I not listen? But again, not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys what I am currently doing. Now, with some CTO good news, guys, again, we're seeing good news happening. And this is what people are trying to wrap their head around. So Coinbase listed Fartcoin. And by the way, Fartcoin is a CTO. Ever since they listed, this is the stock market when you don't really see a lot of volatility, especially in macro cap stocks. But we seen Coinbase jump 41%, guys, since it listed Fartcoin. That is a CTO. And one thing about belief system, because these exchanges, they're seeing that the tokens that are giving them the best results are CTOs, they're going to continue to go after similar tokens like that. Now, if it start affecting their stock prices on the positive, then that is going to greenlight them even more, because one thing about shareholders or people who are part of the board of these companies, they love to see their stock going up. So if they're going to be able to try to reproduce what happened, with their listing, they're going to do even more research, and they're going to eventually come to the conclusion, like, all of these tokens that we are listing that are giving us positive results, they are CTO tokens. Like, it's as simple as that. I'm pretty sure they have some Harvard grads. I'm pretty sure they have some people who are way smarter than me that could figure out the same thing that I was able to figure out, by just observing the market. And once they do, it's going to be a floodgate of different listing for different CTO, because again, the blueprint, it started from Bitcoin, it went to Dogecoin, it went to Shiba Inu, and now we're seeing it all over different tokens such as SPX 6900, Fartcoin, you name it, Roaring Kitty, which is the one that I am extremely bullish on due to the fact that the market cap of Roaring Kitty is a lot lower. So meaning the upside potential of Roaring Kitty, of how much it could get me. Because again, at current price right now, Roaring Kitty's sitting at a $3.8 million market cap, guys. $3.8 million market cap. It gets to $30 million market cap, I'm looking at a 10x. It gets to $380 million market cap, I'm talking about from these prices, we're looking at 100x. And right now in the market, we're seeing tokens running up to 300, 400, $500 million market cap. And if you are able to time it correctly, not even time it correct, if you are able to get in properly or build a position, your $1,000 investment, guys, at $30 million market cap, you're looking at a $10,000 bag. At a $380 million market cap, you're looking at $100,000. Like, these are the type of risk reward that we are currently seeing right now that a lot of these tokens are not seeing. And it's not just, hey, I just slapped my money into this token, but you also have to do something behind it. Once it starts growing, then you're going to be able to see a floodgate of different people start to come in and following the same pattern, and it becomes a snowball effect. By then, when it's a snowball effect, your earning potential on the token would start to diminish. Like I made the video about diminishing return. The higher the market cap it is, the less amount that you're going to be able to make off of that token, unless if you are coming in as a big whale. I see so many people leave their position in Roaring Kitty, being a whale in Roaring Kitty, to go after another token, and they don't even make the first, the top 1,000 guys, of wallets. To me, that does not make sense. If you are not making the top 1,000, if your wallet is not within, heck, not even in the top 500, then the earning amount that you're going to potentially make on any given token is not going to be that much, guys. That's simply how it goes. But hey, don't take my word for it. Just stay put. watch the results, and then at the end you'll be like, you know what, Random Arts was right. But really, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Last thing, like I always do, ending it off with the NFTs. Go ahead and mint your NFT, especially if you're a bone holder. And again, I'm not saying that because people think, like, when I talk like this, people think like, oh my God, Random Arts gave up on bone. No, guys, I have not given up on bone, but I can realize that the current market state, utility tokens are not popping, guys. Majority of the utility tokens are not popping. Bone is not a meme token, it is a utility token, you know? So until the utilities start to get hot, that's why my bone bag, we had over 2 years to being able to stack up bone to get to 10,000 bones. Like, if you already have your 10,000 bone out the way, then the next thing for you to do is look, for some CTO tokens. That's simple as that, you know. But if you don't have it at these low prices, these are the time that you're supposed to be accumulating. Get that 10,000 out the way, because I still think Bone is going to be able to reach $100. Not financial advice. It's just my, based upon my thesis. So you do your own thesis and just see whether or not if $100 is the target. But if you don't have that, this is the time to get it. But if you do have it, this is the time that you be like, you know what? I'm putting this to the side. Let me go ahead and increase my portfolio on different other plays. But if you're not, if you're not going to diversify yourself in the market, then you're just going to have to wait until bone pop off and do what you can do right now just to being able to contribute to it. But really, that is all that I have for you guys today. Again, if you're a bone holder, this is one way that you can contribute to your bone bag by minting at least one NFT. 100% of the funds go back to buying bone as well as Roaring Kitty, because again, any liquidity pool, you need both tokens in order to pair. So this is the way that the Roaring Kitty community is trying to get as much bone off of Ethereum, by buying it on the open market and bridging it over to Shibarium, putting into the liquidity pool. So that way, these Jeets that are selling their bone would have to just buy it in at a higher price. But leave a like, leave a comment. Random Arts guy signing off. Peace!